So what's up to all my beautiful queens, divas of a more mature age? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here on my channel today. I am the Eva Monroe. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for joining me if it is. So we're going to have Chat Wednesday today because there are some things that I wanted to talk about today that have just been eating me alive all week long. So you guys know, well, most of you know, I don't spend a lot of time on social media. I'm working on it. I'm trying to do better with social media. With doing this, it's really important to be there and be in the present, but it's never really been something that I've really been interested in. Like, I like to communicate with you guys like this or on live chats and things like that, but social media is kind of depressing to me sometimes, like just scrolling through and seeing everything and all the negativity. I just, like, my mind can't take it. So I don't spend a lot of time there. But sometimes I sit and I listen to videos on YouTube. And so one evening I was working on some stuff and I was listening to a video on YouTube, and what it was it was a gentleman who was out walking around in the streets, and he was approaching women and he was asking the women, what did they bring to the table? And I said, we got to talk about this because it's a trending topic right now. It's like every time I turn around, I hear this question like, well, what do you bring to the table? What y'all bringing to the table? What y'all bringing to the table? I wish that men would stop asking this question. I wish everyone would stop asking this question because, you know, typically when two people have made a decision to come together as one, both parties are aware of what the other party is or is not bringing to the table, you know? So, but let me tell you the thing that I had a major issue with. I took major issue with the way that women were answering this question. It blew me away. It blew my mind because I kept hearing, matter of fact, I had to stop listening and sit down and watch because I wanted to see the women that were calling themselves tables, right? Because a lot of the women were saying, I am the table. Now it sounds good, right? I'm a table, child. I'm a whole table. Not me. I ain't no damn table. I'm gonna let you know that right now. A table is an object, right? A table is easily replaced. Do you know how many tables we have in this house? I don't even know how many tables we have in this house. I would really have to go through and count, like the dining tables, the sofa tables, coffee tables, end tables, bedside tables. There's tables all over this house. But I'm not a table because, like I said, tables can easily be replaced. We have one table in this house that I've just recently realized is broken and it's getting ready to go out the front door because I don't like to keep broken stuff. I don't like anything broke, not even people. So you're not a table, okay? If someone asked me this question, it would be so easy for me to answer this question. If they ask me, what do you bring to the table in your marriage? I bring peace, love, creativity, femininity. I'm that thing that makes everything that he brings better, right? I'm the softer side of life for him. I'm his support system. I bring laughter. I bring socialization. I bring just a different, better, more energetic side of things. I bring sexuality. I bring beauty. You know, things just don't function well in this house when I'm not in it. Google and Alexa don't even do what they're supposed to do when I'm not in this house. People don't eat right when I'm not in this house. People don't dress well when I'm not in this house. So when asked, what do I bring to the table? I know exactly what I bring to the table, as well as my husband knows what I bring to the table. I'm that thing that every single day my husband comes home from work sometimes and I say, hey, honey, did you remember to stop at the Home Depot? And he's like, I just wanted to get home. I just wanted to come home and see my wife. I wanted to come home and see you. Why? Because he's been out there in the world all stinking day long, and the world has whipped his you know what, and he is ready to come home and see me so that I can make it all better. You know, like I said, everything he brings in this house, I perfect it. I make it great. I make it better. He brings groceries in this house. I turn it into an amazing meal. He brought this house. He brought a shell of a house. I turned it into a beautiful home. So stop saying that you are the table. You ain't no damn table, okay? There's so much more that we bring to marriages and to relationships. And don't refer to yourself as a piece of furniture. It ain't cute. Now, the next thing that I wanted to talk about was something that I felt like sometimes, you know, you just automatically feel the need to do damage control. That's another reason why I don't like to be on social media. I was watching a video, listening, a live video, and a gentleman was speaking to a lady. A lady was approximately my age, I want to say. She was a woman of a more mature age. And she told this gentleman that when she was 16 years old, she was dating a 26-year-old man. And this gentleman told her that you knew better than that. You knew better than to be dating a 26-year-old man when you were 16. But you were out here in the streets, being fast, doing what you wanted to be doing, messing around with a 26-year-old man. Now, this would take me back to when I was 16 and younger. And I can remember being approached, harassed, and violated by men who were much older than me, okay? If I was fast and if I was running around in the streets doing what I wanted to be doing, okay, that was, you know, that came from a place, but that's a whole nother video that I've talked about that in my You Don't Know My Story video. However, when a 26-year-old man is keeping company with a 16-year-old girl, there's only one word that describes him. He is a predator, okay? He is victimizing this 16-year-old girl. She is a victim in this situation, okay? Let's not be unclear about that, because this is something that I get sick and tired of. And in the place that I came from, did I know that it was wrong to be dealing with men who were much, much, much older than me, much too old for me? Maybe I had an inkling of an idea, but maybe not. And you know why? Because my entire youth was spent being victimized by grown men. So if there's a 16-year-old girl watching this, 17, 15, 14, whatever, however old you are, and you are dealing with a man who you are not supposed to be dealing with, you're involved in a statutory rape situation, you are not the responsible party here. The grown-ass man who is dealing with you is the one who really has the problem. So let's not do this, because I hate this type of stuff. I despise this type of stuff, because this is the reason why women don't speak. Oftentimes women don't speak because they already know that they're going to be told, well, if you hadn't have been shaking your butt, or if you hadn't have been out in them streets, this wouldn't happen to you. That's a non-factor when we're speaking on a grown man being with a child, because that's what this is all about. It doesn't matter if this individual touched on the fact that in 2 years you will be leaving your mother's home. That's 2 years is a mighty long time. Okay, that does not matter. It doesn't matter if you're 6 months away from your 18th birthday. It doesn't matter. He's a predator. He is preying on you, and it ain't your damn fault. I hated to hear that. I hurt for that woman, because anytime a 26-year-old man is involved with a 16-year-old girl and then they bring a baby into the situation, no, girl, I'm sorry, you ain't the one to blame here. Could we all make different decisions? We definitely, 100%, we can make better choices. We can make different decisions. But when you're 16, you don't know anything. You should, but you don't know anything. You barely know how to wash your behind right when you're 16 years old. And when bad decisions are being made, and they're being made in the company of a grown man, the grown man needs to be held responsible for what's going on. Because I'm telling you, I can remember being that age, and I'm telling you, being followed home from school. I got followed home from school one day and ran into an alley by a gentleman who was a friend of my family's. And when I say friend of my family's, I mean friend of my family's. You know, tried to hem me up one day after school, waited outside the school for me. And that could have ended badly, you know, so it's not your fault. I need to make that clear. Now, the last thing I want to talk about today is someone actually asked me this in an email, and I kind of snickered. I thought it was funny. And I saw a story on this about women purchasing gifts for men. It's like a little blog type thing. And so a woman was saying, you know, you should never, ever spend money on a man. You should never. I would never do that. I wouldn't buy a man a drink. I would not. A young lady was asking me, is it okay to buy something for a man that you are dating? So whenever I hear women say this, like, I wouldn't buy a man a drink. I wouldn't spend 2 cents on a man. That ain't that. You guys are going to be shocked about my response to this, because I'm always like, I ain't paying 50% of nothing, child. That's a roommate. Y'all know I ain't paying half. I'm sorry. But let me tell you what you do, okay? If you're dealing with a man who has money, especially if he has a lot of money, on a Tuesday, not on his birthday, not on Valentine's Day, not on Christmas, none of the Father's Day, no holidays. On Tuesday, regular old stinking day of the week, go down to the Macy's or Dillard's, go to Nordstrom Racks, however your bank account is set up, child, and find him a nice Kenneth Cole watch, or if he doesn't wear, maybe a Citizen or some Belova, something like that. Don't go like, you know, Mickey Mouse, nothing like that. Don't be cheap, but a nice watch, but not extremely expensive, what you can afford. Don't miss no meals in behind this. If he doesn't wear a watch, get him a wallet or get him a nice money clip. If you get him a money clip, go down to the engrave booth and have him engrave his name on it, okay? Then go over to Walgreens, okay, and get you a little pack of wrapping paper. I was getting ready to say wallpaper. Y'all see where my mind is today. Get a pack of wrapping paper, and then get him a greeting card. Get mahogany. That's my favorite. They're getting hard to find, but get him a mahogany greeting card. And wrap the gift up, wrap it up nice, and write in the card, okay? Just write. Don't screenshot it on your cell phone and text it or nothing like that. Actually get a pen like this, and write inside the greeting card, because I was thinking of you today. Sincerely, Jane Doe. Spray a little spray of that perfume that he's always complimenting you on. Just a little bit of it on the card. Give it to him. And see what you get next week. No. No. Why do I say do this? I say this because, first of all, if you like, I'm a gift giver. Okay. I love giving people gifts. It's something I like to do. I don't like gift cards. When I have to buy someone a gift, I want to go to the store. I want to find something that I know fits them, and I want to wrap it up and I want to give it to them. I love presenting people with gifts. But when men have a lot of money, and even when they have a lot of stuff, right? People typically assume that they don't want or need anything. And so women especially are like, well, he don't need nothing, he got everything. He got everything. And typically guys with money, they're always paying for stuff. They pay for everything. And sometimes it is a pleasant surprise to a man when someone just walks up to him out of the clear blue, not on a birthday, not on a holiday, not on nothing. He doesn't have to do anything in return. And gives him something. You are getting ready to put yourself in a whole nother category. I'm telling you, a whole nother category. Like I said, don't go broke, but buy him something. It ain't tricking if you got it. And if you ain't got enough money to get a man a little nice gift, you shouldn't be dating anyway, because the same thing applies. The same rules apply for men, right? If you too broke to be dating, you should just be at home working on your finances, trying to get your stuff in order. It's a very nice gesture. It is one that he will appreciate. It is one that he will never forget. And it is one that will separate you from many. So I don't believe that it's, foolish to buy a man a gift. Everybody deserves to have a nice gift every now and again. And you will reap the rewards from that. Trust and believe when I tell you. I buy my husband stuff all the time. In fact, anything that he's probably got in the past 4 or 5 years, I bought it for him because my husband doesn't like to shop. So I shop for me. I shop for him too. I like to buy him watches. I like to buy him shoes. I like to buy him clothes because the last thing on his mind is typically going out and buying stuff for himself. So I take care of that for him and I don't mind doing it. He loves opening gifts. Me, I don't care so much. I pick out my own stuff, right? Typically, what I do is for the holidays, I'll write it down or I'll say, give me your credit card. This is what I'm going to order. Not order what I want, get what I want. Because I don't really care about opening gifts and I know he doesn't like to go shopping for me. So that makes it easy, but he loves tearing stuff open and he loves getting stuff and he loves when I'm just out and I just randomly pick him up something. So absolutely, but not for every gentleman that you meet. Now, you know who deserves a nice Kenneth Cole or Citizen watch and who doesn't even deserve your time, honestly. So thank you so much for listening to me today. That's all I have. Leave your comments in the comments section below. Let me know what you think. What do you guys think about women referring to themselves as the table? Let's start with this. And what's your opinion about buying a man a gift? Do you have a difference of opinion? So until I see you again, be blessed and bye for now.